All the cows. The cows different. All the cows in one spot.
They're like, we're going to take a bath and we don't want to.
Alright. Well, the thing y'all are looking at now, this is our working chute. This is where we prefer to doctor cows. Because it's a lot easier. We can pack a lot of cows in here at once, as you can tell. We can vaccinate them all in a short amount of time. And we do everything from vaccinating to worming to horn tipping. The way that we tip their horns is with these. These are called keystone horn tippers. The way they work is pretty self-explanatory, but they're basically like a big pair of fingernail clippers. Because the cow's horn's made from the same material. So we just cut the very tip off, and just to make it blunt to where we don't have to worry about them sticking us, sticking our horses, or sticking other cattle. And then once we've done that, we can take this searing iron here, and we can get this hot in the fire, and then cut the tip of the horn off, and then come along, place it on the tip. If you got good enough aim, like that, then it melts it shut. Keeps it from getting infected, and it cauterizes it if it's bleeding. Then another thing that we can do, we don't usually do it in the chute, but since we're here, I'll tell you about it. Y'all know what this is?
Branding
It's
iron?
called a branding iron. And this is how we put our mark of ownership on the cattle. It's a circle brand, that's the George Ranch's brand, still used today. You put it in the fire, get it going red hot, and all the brand is located on the lower left tip on the George Ranch. So you can stick it down on there, rock it around a few seconds, and pull it off. And what it does is it kills the hair follicle and keeps the hair from ever growing out.
They still allow them to brand still today?
Yes, sir.
Do they?
Yeah, we still hot brand all of our cattle here. These cows aren't branded because these don't stay here very long. They stay for about 6 months and then they get sold because they're out of our historical herd. And we don't like to keep too many of them here because we aren't using these to make any money off of. We're just using them for you guys.
Demonstrations.
And so they don't get branded. But all of the commercial cattle that we're making money off of, they're worth a lot more, so we brand those. Just so no one steals them, and if they get out, then you know, we have a way to identify them.
What breed are these? The ones on the main ranch?
The ones that we're making money off of, those are a cross between a Santa Gertrudis and a Red Angus. But the reason that we don't brand in the chute is because, as you can tell, it's kind of hard to get that down on the lower left.
To get a good square, you got to about lay them down, don't you?
That's
to do
what
that?
we do. When they're about 2 months old, we rope them around their back feet and we can drag them down and drag them to a branding fire, and then we can hold them down and put that hot iron on them. And the reason it doesn't really hurt them is because their hide's made to withstand a lot of, you know, stuff like that. It's a suit of armor for them, and there's no feeling in that part of the hide.
We make everything out of leather. I mean,
yeah. And so when you put it on there, the heat doesn't have time to travel through the hide, through the layer of fat that's underneath it, into their true skin where they have feeling.
I wasn't sure whether the
Angus. Is there red red and black Angus?
There's a black Angus as well. Yep.
I see that like in a supermarket, black Angus, but I've never heard of red Angus.
Yeah, red. Well, the people that sell the meat as Angus meat and it costs more money, that's kind of, I don't really know how that happened because the Angus meat isn't any different than you know, any
regular.
Good marketing.
Yeah, it's just a marketing scheme. But
well, some people are picky. I mean, groceries, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, people are picky. Well, I want a red, black Angus beef.
Yeah. Well, y'all got any questions about the working chute before we move to the dipping vet? No? All right. Well,
let's go down there so we can watch them come through. Come down here.
What y'all are looking at, this is a dipping vet. There was a tick in the 1930s. It was called the Texas brown fever tick, and it was causing a serious problem. It was killing hundreds of cattle up north. It wasn't affecting the cattle down here because they were ready to deal with high temperatures, and they'd get bit by the tick and it would cause a high fever, and they would, you know, sit around and get sick for a few days, and they'd eventually get over it. But where the problem came in is when the cattlemen down here, they'd sell their cattle and they'd ship them up north to Kansas and you know, places where the cattle are bred for cold weather, and the cattle up north they couldn't deal with the hot temperatures and they get the fever. So they studied about several ways to get rid of the tick, and they the best way that they came up with was this dipping vat because the chemical would get all over the cattle, and they'd go back out in the pasture dripping, and it would kill ticks also out in the pasture. And the reason that you see the roof over us is because the sun and rain would dilute the chemicals. There's chemicals in here, early forms of DDT and pretty harsh chemicals. But that was all they had at the time. And but there was a disease that the disadvantage of these roofs being on here is because the cowboys that work these would also get black lung. It was a disease from breathing in.
Oh, from breathing the chemicals?
From breathing in the chemicals, yes sir. And that was the only disadvantage. Around the 1950s, this dipping vat pretty much did its job. In about 50 years, the tick was declared eradicated. And the tick is still alive and well in parts of Mexico and South America where it's still high. But there's these dipping vats still along the Mexican-Texas border. And there's a job called a tick rider, and they ride around the border. And cattle that come back, they seize them, send them through dipping vats, and send them back to where they came from. So the tick, it's slowly coming back across the border, but we're doing all we can to stop it.
That's amazing.
Alright, well, if you want to
So how
take a
deep
couple
is that?
steps back so you don't get wet, we'll go on and send them through because they do splash quite a bit. But right where you're at, that's the best place to take a picture. You shouldn't get wet right there.
It's gonna be funny.
Alright, ready?
Come on, cow.
Yeah.
That was fun.
As you can see, it was a very effective way of getting the chemicals completely over the entire cow. That's why they
How deep is that thing?
It's actually 10 feet deep.
Is it really? So they got a swim through there then.
They had to make it deep because the tick like to hang around in their ears, and so they had to get their head under the water. And then also, if it were shallow, it's kind of like jumping in the shallow end of a pool. They could hurt themselves. So cows are natural born swimmers. They say they can actually swim after about 4 hours of being born.
Really?
So, and the way their digestive system is set up, they've got one stomach with 4 stomach compartments to digest their food. And so they've got a lot of gas inside of them, and so it's pretty easy for them to float. Kind of got a built-in life jacket on there.
They act like they're used to it. They jump. They made big old jumps coming out there.
Here quite a bit. Well, any
Does
questions?
that chemical gets replaced once in a while?
Well, nowadays it's just for demonstration. They stopped using the dipping vat in 1957.
So you're just using the water now, basically.
Yeah, nowadays we just use it to show y'all because this was such a big part of ranch life in that time.
He's saying they still have to do it along the Mexican border.
Yeah, because down there their cattle don't get shipped out of the country very often. And so they don't have to worry about it because their cows are immune to it.
They're immune to it.
You know, every so often they'll cross the border, cows just get out naturally, you know. And so if they find any that come across, they quarantine them and dip them and send them back just so it doesn't spread back into the United States. Any other questions?
That's about it. You guys did a great job.
All right, well, thank y'all for coming by. Hope y'all enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it.
All right, well, thank y'all. Y'all come back out and see.
See ya.
That's wild.
That was hilarious.